The Houston Texans lose 14-9 against the LA Rams at home, going 0-1 on the season. And man, this game sucked. And unfortunately, it sucked for a lot of the same reasons that it sucked last year and that we sucked last year. I don't even know where to start. Let's just start with the offense. Scoring 9 points, all of which in the first half, and then getting shut out for the third and fourth quarter is just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. There is no excuse for that. It's not like this Rams secondary is even good. I mean, they're talking about Landman, their linebacker, like he's prime Ed Reed or prime Ray Lewis. Like, he's good at stopping the run. Go at him. Target Knoll in the slot. Like, there was zero slot play for this Houston Texans team on offense. It was all like long passes over the middle. And Nico Collins finishes with like 20 yards. Jaden Higgins was your highest receiver with 32 yards. Puka went for 130. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They didn't beat you on the ground. I mean, Kyron Williams had 66 yards. Chubb had 60. Kyron had 18 carries. Chubb had 13. Like, how are we getting? Let me just step back. Step back to the offense, okay? Blake Fisher sucks. He should never touch the field again. Cam Robinson, he had a holding call. I honestly didn't think it was a holding call. It was on the first drive, but he got hit with a holding call. Yeah, when he left and Blake Fisher came in, like, that can't happen. Blake Fisher's he's bad. Awful. Completely awful. But man, I mean, you had the interception to Higgins. I didn't even think I don't think he survived the contact. They gave him the interception, is what it is. Just, Nico Collins was absolutely bracketed. And I don't know, like, he must have been double teamed the whole time. They bracketed him. They took Nico Collins out of the game. And it's just frustrating because you have Watson, you have Higgins, you have Knoll, you have other receiving options out there. You drafted 2 rookies. I get we're without Christian Kirk. He might be a big piece in the slot. But Jalen Knoll was non-existent. Nico Collins was non-existent. I think he had one, like, actual catch that wasn't a screenplay. Like, they completely took him out of the game. Really, they just got out-coached. I mean, this was one of my key things before the game even started. I was like, you cannot get out-coached by McVay, and they definitely did. You start off with the field goal. You have the lead. You're up 6-0. And look, the defense, say what you want about the defense. There was a couple dumb penalties. There was a couple of, miscues there. I mean, they forced a turnover. They held the Rams to 14 points. Like, the defense played fine. Stingley got beat a few times. They schemed open Nacua. Yes, Nacua went for $130, but it's McVay. Nakua's, one of the best receivers in the league. Like, I'm going to cut them some slack a little bit. Stingley got caught by Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams had like 80 yards or so. Like, yeah, it wasn't great from the secondary. The secondary, it looks like it took a couple steps back from last year. But at the same time, like, this loss isn't on the defense. Like, I can't expect the defense to hold a very good team, a very good coach to 14 points and then be upset with them, especially when they force a turnover and give you a chance to win the game after all that's happened. So the defense played fine. Will Anderson, I thought, played really well. He had some great sacks as well. Special teams did awesome. Tommy Townsend had probably his best game punting, like, that I can remember even from last season. Fairbairn goes 3 for 3, making some long field goals. The defense and the special teams played fine this game. You were completely shut down and let down by the offense. And I'm concerned Stroud was holding on to the ball a little long. The offensive line was letting up pressure. But really, it felt like a scheme thing. Like, it felt like Nick Caley's offense it felt like scheme. Like, it just felt awkward. I don't know how to describe it other than just saying that. It's like, when I look at the offense and I try to figure out what the problem was, it just all looked shitty. Like, every piece of it looked shitty. And then you had the last drive where you had the chance to win and Dare fumbles it. And it's like, okay, that's awesome. That pretty much summed up how the game went. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 2 turnovers isn't going to help. And then the penalties. 11 penalties for 80 yards. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. I don't even think we were in the red zone one time. It's just completely awful. Just completely unable to capitalize in the red zone. But man, my main takeaways have to be this offense needs to step it up. I mean, that is ridiculous. You can point at and pick at the defense. Did they play? Did they have an elite day? The defense, not really, but it was good enough. Special teams had a great day, and this offense just looked terrible. Nick Haley needs to figure it out, man. This line needs to figure it out. You do lose your starting center and Jake Andrews. That looked bad. I don't care. I mean, Patterson was not the problem last year, so I don't care. It just all looked bad on the offense, and it was hard to pick out exactly what looked bad. But I guess another thing I'll say, Stroud made some pretty bad decisions. He didn't look too sharp today. Obviously, he had the pick, not really his fault. Gets it snatched from Higgins, but he almost had another pick along the sideline, throwing off his back foot. It's just at the end of the day, Stroud wants to be a pocket passer, and when you pair that with a bad offensive line and a iffy pocket, you're just not going to get very far. And I think that's what this score shows. But they took away Nico Collins, and we had no answers. Honestly, we had no answers. Just overall getting outcoached. Bad offensive line play and getting outcoached is what I would say the two takeaways are. But I'll make more videos on this in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe. These are just my initial kind of crazy out there thoughts. But yeah, you put up 9 points. You don't score in the second half. I mean, what are we doing? Like, nothing has changed from last year. Embarrassing loss, just absolutely ridiculous. I need to figure this out because it's pathetic to watch. Almost fell asleep during the game. It was hard to watch when the offense came on the field. So that's all I got for this one, guys. I will see y'all in the next one.